To note that this information is from last year, but a lot of people we spoke with say that these numbers do not come as much of a shock. In fact, they say those numbers will likely be worse next year. Labor Day is many things to many people. An unofficial end of summer, a day to acknowledge those who work, and it's also simply a day off. But in Charlotte, that's apparently not enough.
I would have thought, given all the green space and the focus on families, that it would not be high up there.
But the math bears it out. The website SmartAsset put together a bunch of data on cities to find out where burnout is most likely, looking at hours worked and weeks worked, and adding in housing costs and how much of a drive people have to work. The good news is that Charlotte is not at the top. The bad news is that it's at number 10.
The way things are going, I'm not too sure how many people are actually vacationing.
This study only takes into account information from last year. We spoke with people taking the holiday off, and they say none of this is really a surprise. But they do say it will likely be worse next year. And for one reason, COVID-19.
Just because of COVID, a lot of people were able to telework just fine, transitioning into that. But for some people, it's been difficult to be in the house.
Working from home has meant more work and more hours spent earning that paycheck, which brings us to why people are out here in the first place.
This is the first time that we've actually seen each other since March.
Since March. Yeah.
For some, it's the first chance to catch up and to not be so burnt out.
That's part of why we came out here to the park today, to just recharge and reset before we go back into work virtually tomorrow.
And another way to do it, too, is something that I've done whenever we've done working from home, is kind of having some out of sight, out of mind, leaving something in a room, leaving some of the work in the room, and just having the rest of your place to yourself. It's important to note here, at least on this study, for Charlotte at least, Charlotte is the only metropolitan area in the Carolinas, and also within a several hundred mile radius that is on that top 25 list. We're live in Uptown. Derek Dollinger, Fox 46, getting results.